Hey guys, Paul here. Painting with PABREWNEWS. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, episode 4 on the channel, on the new channel. Okay, so let's check this out right now. Just did my first video subscriber giveaway. Awesome stuff. Congratulations, Chad. We'll do another one when I hit 50 subscribers. So, which is pretty cool. And check out the Patreon for offers for the Painting with PABREWNEWS membership. It gets some discounts and your name gets entered in drawings and shit like that. So that's cool. Early access to the videos. And then, of course, it also does the, the PA Outdoors couple. Check that out if you haven't. And then the PABREWNEWS and stuff like that. So it kind of helps out everything in general. But okay, let's get into this bad boy. Okay, we just did Elk County. We just had a big old adventure. Went through Elk County, and the elk is the big thing there. So we're gonna do an elk painting today. Obviously, they're not native Pennsylvania and eastern elk anymore. They were wiped out in the area back in the 1800s, and they got reintroduced with Rocky Mountain elk. So that's the elk that prowl the forest of Pennsylvania today. So why don't we start off and do a little thing? Okay, sounds fun. Got a little 1-inch brush. It's the same brush that I put it's molting. Same brush I put the oil on. There's a little thin coat of liquid clear, and we're just gonna throw some color on the canvas right here. Dance a little color in. Now I smeared some gray back here with the white. There should be a little bit of tonality, a different change in tonality. Just from here to here, you should see a little bit of that gray kind of shining through a little bit. So I'll white up this a little bit. I'm kind of mixing whites and yellows and reds and whites and yellows and different yellows together because I just want a little bit of a different color here and there. Blend some color here, here, here. And then this is the one of the paintings that we do on the sides too, so make sure you hit the sides. Don't leave them out. They'll get angry at you if you leave them out. So we're just gonna do this. Now that is a lot of crazy color. We're gonna need to blend that together. And that's what we're just gonna wash the brush right now. Wash it odorless paint thinner, and let's start blending. And we don't care what this does, we don't care what it looks like, we're just putting some color on the painting. If you see little hairs, just wipe them off like that, just move them around. Okay, we're just getting color on the painting, we don't care. Line it all. Yep, see that? Molting hair. Beat it off. I just said that out loud. Okay. Sometimes when you get like little areas here, I don't know where these little hairs are coming from. Looks like shaving hairs. Sometimes you'll get like around the edge, it'll get a little bit paler because you're hitting that, so it makes the paint come off. It's just stuff that happens. Not a big deal. Just you know. All right. Take a little bit of white through here, and we're just gonna dab. Just dab. Kind of like just like you're making little bushes. Just dab a little bit. Go back up here. Dab a little bit up here as well. We're just making a nice early morning. That's all we're doing. Dab down here, and then start stirring it up. Stir it up. Stir it up. Little shaving hairs again. No idea where that came from, but they just come right off and you smack them. There we go. Now we got it elk sitting in the morning mist. Now we can do some stuff. All right. Now remember, if you ever need to do anything, if you ever see stuff like this, I'll just show you real quick. It's not a big deal. Let's just say, I don't know, I like the painting just like this. Maybe you just want it like this, but you want to have little sticks and twigs. Don't worry about putting more paint on. You can just remove paint. So, like there's a little scrape, 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 scrape. You can scrape little sticks and branches and twigs all through here, because it'll show the paint underneath it, so it doesn't really matter. Then you don't have to worry about putting a bunch of paint on your canvas. Look, you just remove what you had. And you can do this with paint thinner and a liner brush as well. It'll do the same thing. Now you have a bunch of sticks and twigs. Alright. Now with that, I think we're going to go into a little bit of a yellow ochre color. We're just going to, let's see what we got going on here. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, touch here, touch here, touch here. Just want to make little impressions of things that might be behind him or her. I think no, is it just, yeah, no, it's just him. There you go, I was right. I don't know why I said that. It's really early in the morning because I had a dum-dum moment. Just cleaning off the brush, tapping it here, tapping it there. Because this is a very light color, so it'll kind of blend with some of the outcropped color. And that's what you want. Just giving the indications of little things before we really start going to town. Alright, clean that one up. We're going to move to my favorite brush, one of the oval brushes. We're going to get some dark color going. So let me take my little knife that I left over here, scrape some white. This white-yellow mixture when I made it, when I started it, I'm going to add some, just going to add some brown to it. Brown, yellow ochre, yellow. Just going to make it a color, a dark color. Some of this paint I left on the canvas for a while, so it got kind of clumpy and dry, but that's fine. Clumpy and dry. Alright, let's go and go through some of these. If you have to add more, but no reason to waste paint if you don't need to. We'll see how this is, and then we'll try to work around it. All right. We got it a little bit darker than that, so I'm gonna have to add a little bit. Again, not a big deal. There's already a lot of black on the canvas, so I'm not worried about adding too much black. And that's, if everyone, you ever wondered why I do a lot of these canvases that look like this, that have the black already on it, it's because the paint that we use anymore, when the Bob Ross style, not the Bob Ross style, is the wet on wet style, because Bob Ross learned it from Alexander, which was probably around before then too. They use really thick paint, and that was allowing you to thin down other paint so it'll stick. But now, because of just the way the world works, there's a lot of paint anymore on the market that is very, very thin, and it doesn't work as conducively with this style. So the less paint you put on the canvas, the easier it'll be, and you won't be mixing mud, as they call it, near the end. And that's why I put this dark color on, this black, because then that's less paint you need to put on to get almost the desired effect, essentially. Let's kind of cover this up, make a little doobly-doo. All right, so there's something going on down there. That looks further away then. Let's put another, something like that. We don't know. Green giant. All right, got some browns going on. Make a little bit of a darker color. Browns, dark. All right, so now Our friend Mr. Elk is hanging out down back there in a pretty dark area. Or a nice little clearing, actually, I guess you would call it. Just kind of building some foliage around him. Dark color. Put some dark color on. I don't know what I want to do yet, so I'm still kind of seeing and doing, if you know what I mean. Put some color on. Who cares what happens with that color? Clean off the brush. Don't need it anymore. Alright. Brush is cleaned off. What are we going to do? Shoot, I don't know. Alright, why don't we just scrape through a little of this brown color. Let's see. Let me just... Oh, there's an old tree right here. I think that's a good spot for an old tree. Old foots. Don't see why not. There's an old tree. I have a second part here. Right there. Comes together. There's an old tree. Hanging out. Having a good time. Maybe you can see a little branch right here. Right there. There it is. Couple things sticking out. Have a good time. I'm trying to make a hedgerow, or a fence row, but you can definitely do it with this. Yeah, just scrape, scrape, scrape. Make little branches, little things that kind of live here and there. No big deal. All right. Starting to form a little bit of something. Light brush. Light brush. Forgot to put a little bit of put a little bit of a liquid white on here too, just so I need it to make it thinner when I need to do stuff. So we'll just do it with no liquid white and see how things. See, yeah, if you're starting to put do it and a lot of the brown comes back on your brush, your paint is the same thickness as the paint on the canvas, and that's when you're going to start mixing mud a little bit. So get a little paint thinner on your brush, a little bit of paint thinner. Can I go again? See if you can get it a little bit thinner. It doesn't need to be much thinner, just a bit. See that? That color is almost the same color. I mixed a couple together. That color is almost the same color as what I'm putting on, so it doesn't stand out as much. Alright, let's go to town. Alright, let's see. Oh, they about put a little green in there too. Not right now, but put a little green in here. Let's see. There you go. A little fall action going on here. All right. This will be a good color for here. Just getting the idea of a little underground foliage. Just like that. Something like that. All right, let's wash this off. Okay. Throw it here. One of the reds. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Cool. There it is. That's stands out. And don't let your brush slide, otherwise you'll have a streak mark when you go. Kind of just tap on it, let it do its thing. Just like that. Reload it when you need it. Don't kill all that dark though. Keep some of that dark in there. What's going on here? What have we got going on? Let's throw some green in here too, I think. I got red and green. Might make a little bit of a brown color. Subtle brown color. I think I want it on the greenish side though. It's got a muted green. There you go. They just hang down here, do those things. Maybe some. Just some color here. Maybe there's a little path that kind of goes through here. You can walk it through. No big deal. Let's see. Just like that. There's a little path. No big deal. Okay. Get a little of that white that's in here. Brown, yellow, whatever. Here, soften that up a little bit. Good. Take some of the darker greens, come over here. Just start throwing some greens here. They go over the path a little bit. Some greens down here. Over the path. Look at that. Oh, there's a little valley right here. Leave that little cliff there. That's where a squirrel or something, rabbit likes to hide, so. Over here, that little green. Here too. Like that. Let's see. Okay, I think we're getting pretty much close to what we need to be. Let's see, maybe there's a things that live here and here. Something like that. Get a little more brown. A little dark colored. Just like that. Dark color on one side. Then on the other side. Let's see. We can make a little. Ooh, wow. Dark ones over here. It's a little bit. This brush is a little jacked up. Let's see. Not getting the best. Let's see. What do we got going on here? I think we got a right there. Right there. Something like that. Maybe another there, right there. So I'm just going to clean up some of the dark colors, whatever. There. Just go up here, here. Right there. That's where he is. Okay. Clean that up. I am in the need for new brushes. Let me just tell you that. And thankfully, I did order some here a little bit ago. So as long as they come in the next episode, hopefully we'll be using some new brushes, which I'm very looking forward to that. Okay, let's see. These are beat up brushes. Especially my liner brushes, which I'm not happy about, but it is what it is. A little fir tree, little thing sticking out. Yeah, this one will be. This one goes in front of that one. Sticky, sticky, stickies. All over here. Let's see. There you go. Just like that. Fall on that way. There you go. Something like this. Nothing too crazy. Just throw some sticks here. Okay. Let's see what that looks like. Little elk in the woods. So, there we go. I don't think that looks too bad. 25 minutes in. I think we did a good job. Let's see. See if I can make another right here. There you go. If you're making these sticks and they don't really stand out too well in the black, it might be because you're the area is too dark. So then you make one out of white, or vice versa. If you have one that's not coming out too hard because it's so light behind it, if you're trying to make a lighter color, just try to use a little bit of a darker color, see if it'll stick out a little bit better for you then. Sometimes these can get scary. We did such a good job trying to put these things in here, and then one little unexpected cough, and then boom, you got a big streak through your painting. So you gotta be careful. Yeah. But these little things help. They make a lot of depth and stuff to your painting, which is nice. Clean that off. I think we're just gonna get the knife in there and go crazy one more time. One more time. There's a couple little scrapes we can do here, 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 here. Just little things like this. A couple tick. Some of this you can actually use that to set those rocks kind of like down with the painting a little bit more. Clean up their foots. Little, okay, like that. Okay. Call that done. Call that one done. There's a little elk in the woods. Little 12 by 12 canvas, and it's 1.5 frames, so there's painting all around of it. There you go. Nice little painting there, under half an hour, no problem there. I thought it came out pretty good. Well, this has been Paul from Painting with PA Brew News, episode 2 on the channel. Definitely check out PA Brew News and check out the playlist there from the other 36 episodes on that channel. So anyway, this has been Paul from Painting with PA Brew News. Cheers. See you next time. Bye-bye.